My name is Betina. I am originally from Denmark. Actually, I think I was around 16 years old. I was still in high school, and we had to go out to try and be in a real work environment. One of my teachers, her friend had a flower shop, and she asked me if I would like to go. I never thought about flowers before, really, except from we were always constantly going to my grandparents to the hospital, and my mom would always buy flowers. That's really the only thing I had to do with flowers my entire life. And then I went to this shop for 14 days, and that was it. That was it for me, and I haven't done anything else since. I took everything that I had to take to be a floral designer. I had my first flower shop in about an hour south of Copenhagen. The man that owned that shop wanted to retire, and he called me and said, "Hey, I'm gonna retire, would you want to buy the shop?" So I did, 21 years old. I was only 21 when I opened my first flower shop, yeah. And so I lived in Europe till I was 25 and moved here to the United States. And I have never looked back. So I really haven't never done anything else in flowers. That we really don't take anything else in than weddings. I used to have a lot of retail too, which I took a step away from last year. I felt that it took too much away, my time away from the brides. Where we are now is I can totally focus on the brides, and that's what I want to do. That is really my goal. That is just all weddings. When a bride comes in here to see us for the first time, it's very important that she brings some pictures with her, especially of arrangements. A lot of times a bride comes in and have a lot of pictures, and they think that they're all over the place, but most of the time there's something like the same flower that go through everything. So at least have especially an idea about the colors for the bridesmaids' dresses, the centerpieces that she wants to do in form of linens and things like that. Then we sit down, we talk about what they would like and what their expectations are, and then I write up a contract, and we basically take it from there. And then later on, usually about a couple months before, we make a sample of the centerpiece. We'll put everything into it, what she likes, and then we set it up on a table in here. And most of the time we stay with the sample, but once in a while we have to work on it. We have to put other flowers in it, but that's why we do it a couple months before, so there's still time to change. The step after the sample is really the wedding. We start in the morning. Everybody knows in here I'm in the zone. It's wedding, wedding, wedding all day. We have great designers in here, have wonderful staff. We all have fun doing weddings, we all love what we're doing. So it makes a huge difference as an employer to have a staff that just know what they're supposed to do, all wants to work for the most beautiful wedding for the bride and groom for that day. Of course, the day of, we talk about the brides a lot in here and what she likes, and oh my God, this is pretty. A lot of times we start like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning because it takes time to make centerpieces, but I'd rather do that than make them days ahead and something look half welded. Setting up at the place is usually a few times going back and forth, depending of course how far it is. In the daytime, setting up all the vases, if they stands, silver candelabras. And later on, usually about an hour and a half to an hour before the cocktail hour start, we start setting up all the flowers. Everything that goes out from here is always perfect, but the most important thing is really that the bouquets are exactly what they were sort of picked. But we like to put maybe little jewels in here. It's getting very fashion now with all the brooches, so we put sometimes a little brooch in there if it feels appropriate to the bouquet. Once it's done, we're like ooh and ah and getting all crazy over it. Oh my God, it's so pretty, even though we do this so many times a week.
Nervous.
Once in a while I get to see the bride. It's kind of funny, once we're in here in the shop for the whole day, I'm in the zone and I'm in the working mode and I'm just working. But I have a moment once in a while to watch the ceremony. That's when it gets real for me and I get very emotional and will see my bride walking down this aisle. It's just such a happy occasion. My goals are really, and it has been from the beginning, to make the brides happy. To see their face, see how excited they get when they see their first sample. The smiles on their faces when the whole place is set up, how happy they are. It's really just the joy of that. That's my whole life. It really is.